As a matter of fact, the most important thing in the world to me is Cassie's happiness and her peace of mind, which is why I can't accept your offer.
Why is that?
Well, for one thing, Cassie has grown very enamored of this place, and, well, you just can't put a monetary value on that, can you? And secondly, well, it's not my deal to make. This is Cassie's property, and it's Cassie's dream. So, if you want to make a deal, you're going to have to make it with Cassie.
I want to put a fountain right there.
A reflecting pool, all the way down to the lake.
It's not bad. Why does it have to be for kids? I mean, you know, just kids.
Well, who do you think brings kids to the museum, Olivia? Adults.
And then what, Cassie? They traipse through your exhibits for about an hour, buy a T-shirt, and go home?
Hopefully they're awed or touched or maybe even inspired in some way.
You know what? You need to get off your high horse. This place was built as a luxury hotel. It should be one again.
That's why Towers was built, Olivia, okay, to replace the Beacon. Springfield has its pleasure dome. Why don't we give the children of the town something?
You know, you're barely back in the town long enough to get a library card. All of a sudden, you're the conscience of the community?
Sorry. I am so sorry, okay? I just think this feels right.
To you. Spoken like a true princess. You know, I bet you just had a grand time down in San Cristobal telling everybody what was best for them, didn't you? You know, the amazing thing is that people here still treat you like royalty. No sooner are you back than they install you as the co-chair of the Lighthouse Gala Committee. Sure, it's not for your input, though. More for the glitz you can bring to the event. Still, I'll bet you're getting almost as much attention now as when you were a stripper.
I feel so sorry for you.
Why's that?
Because you don't have any children. You have no idea what it's like to look at their face when they see something or they go someplace that thrills them. You have no clue.
A place. A place like, let me guess, a museum?
That's right, Olivia. A place where they can discover. A place that's magical. And that's what this place would be. Because this place is magic. I mean, don't you feel it?
All the more reason to restore it to a hotel, Cassie. And before you go on about zoning boards and glows on kids' faces, let me remind you of one thing. No matter how right you think this museum is, it doesn't get built without my say-so.
And your hotel doesn't get restored without mine. But hopefully we can still have picnics here, right? And I'm in the middle of one, so excuse me.
No, Cassie, we have a problem here. Running away is going to make it disappear. We are stuck with each other.
I know, Olivia. 50-50, with totally different agendas.
Well, maybe we need to find one agenda that we can both work with.
Do you really think that's possible?
I think that we both have the same dream for this place at its heart, magic, and maybe that's a place to start. Besides, men think they invented deal-making, which maybe they did, but women have turned it into a fine art.
I'm not so sure about that.
Give us a little time. We'll show you that two smart, creative, 21st century women can find some way to work together.
For our sake, or the glory of the entire women's movement?
Both. Look, this is the way I see it. We can either rise to meet the challenge, or we can fail miserably, because it's so much easier to be petty. What do you say? Do we deal or don't we?
try.
Richard, I think these ladies have shown us something.
And something tells me they're going to show us a lot more.
Well, it's a good thing we got the Giordano brothers to redo the fireplace, because they're the best.
Yeah, we didn't have to fight about it.
God, this place is amazing.
You know, I just can't get over it.
Note to self, need to find GFRC supplier.
What's that?
What?
What's that?
What? You hired our contractors, you don't know what GFRC is?
I don't have to. That's what my people are.
No, okay. Wait, this is getting tough. You don't rule the country anymore, Cassie. You don't have people.
Yes, I do, Olivia. Okay? And here they are.
Hi there.
Hi there.
You've got to be kidding me.
You said you wanted the best. These guys are the best. Look, I hope we can get along here.
Yeah, it's not going to work. Won't do.
Barely looked at it, Olivia.
We can talk about change.
No, you haven't committed to the line. It's not defined.
It's a sketch, Olivia. It takes time and effort to develop something properly. One little crack in the foundation, the whole thing falls down.
Yeah, well, sometimes you have to look at the big picture, Billy. Face it, Josh, that's not your strong
I
suit.
think you're confusing the drawing with something that's not on the paper here, Olivia.
And we have plenty of time for Josh to draw some more plans.
No, we don't, because I want this project done by the end of next month.
What do you mean you want this project done by the end of next month?
You heard me.
Oh, I get it. The Lighthouse Gala is coming up, and you're not the belle of the ball. So you decided to have one of your own.
Not Cassie. My social calendar doesn't revolve around you. The reason I want this project done in a hurry, aside from cutting back on all the wonderful time we get to spend together, is to cash in on the summer vacation revenue. It's called good business.
So sending away the best contractors in the state is going to save time how? Exactly, Olivia. That's what I thought. Josh, can you come upstairs, please? I want to show you something.
Sure.
Here.
Who does she think she is?
I think she's got a pretty good idea who she is. Hey, look, I've been left off some of the best guest lists in my time, too.
Yeah, and?
And? Put on your best dress, go anyway, and show them all up.
And what, Billy? My prince will come. Give me a break. Besides, I'm not Reva. I'm not going to put on a red dress and make a spectacle of myself and expect any problem to be solved.
Well, I don't think causing trouble on this project's going to solve anything either.
Might be fun, though.
Not going to fill that hole in your heart.
I don't have a hole in my heart. I have moved onward and upward.
Alan Spaulding, I think that's backwards and downwards.
You know what? I know there's no love lost between the two of you, but I can handle him.
Many have tried, and they always fail. It never lasts. And believe me, after you get to know him, you won't want it to last. No, Olivia, I've actually been where you are. I mean, I've screwed up big time, and I've lost somebody I really care about.
Who, Holly?
No, Vanessa. And I could either stay down being angry at the world, or I could pull myself up by my bootstraps and just made the best out of it.
Well, I bet you were a lot more fun when you were angry at the world.
I bet you were a lot more fun when you're not trying so hard to not be angry at the world.
Enough, all right? I don't need your sympathy.
I hope I'm not interrupting a tender ex-in-law moment.
What are you doing here?
Well, I'm doing a little business for Carmen Santos. It seems someone wants to take over her yacht slip.
Oh.
Might that someone be you?
Yes. Cassie and I own the land. We want the slip.
You and Cassie own the land?
Yes, we do. We're going to build a hotel/children's museum.
No, I bet that sense of humor gets you in a lot of trouble, doesn't it?
As a matter of fact, it has, but if you don't laugh or cry.
Billy, would you excuse us?
No.
I need to talk business with Edmund.
Absolutely, love
Thanks.
to.
You just can't keep away from those Lewis boys, can you?
Yeah, well, it certainly seems that way.
Maybe I can help. I know our last business deal didn't work out the way you hoped.
Let's see. You skipped town and left me holding the Santos laundry bag.
Oh, I knew you could handle yourself, and everything worked out perfectly in the end.
No thanks to you.
All right, then. Let me make it up to you.
I'm listening.
I have the connections you need in order to get this project done in a hurry. At a price, of course.
Whatever it is, I'm in. I'll pay. The answer's yes. I want this project finished as soon as possible.
Which is why you've turned to me.
Well, I really don't have any choice. By the way, if you decide to double-cross me again, it's going to be your head on the royal chopping block this time. You got it?
What do you need?
I need a construction crew faster than a speeding bullet.